Hi guys, I have a bucket hat on which I'm going to be putting this flower on. So I'm going to be teaching you how to make the flower first before the bucket hat. Welcome back to Anita Crochets. The hook is my magic wand. My name is Anita. Let's dive into making this flower and we see that we make it. So first of all, you're going to get any yarn that you wish to work with for this flower and make a magic knot just like that. I am working with a 3.5 millimeter hook. You can work with any hook that matches your yarn size. And I'm going to yarn over, get into my magic circle and pull through a loop, then yarn over, pull through all 2 loops. This does not count as a stitch. And then I am going to work a single crochet into the magic circle, work another single crochet into that magic circle, and I'm going to do this until I have 9 single crochets. All right, so make sure that you have all 9 single crochets, and I'm going to meet you once you have all 9, then we see what to do. So once you have all 9 single crochets that you need for your first row, you are going to pull the yarn end that closes up the magic circle, and in that way you will have your magic circle closed up. So now what we are going to do is, once you have all 9 single crochets, you're going to get into the very first stitch that started the row, and in there you will work a slip stitch to close off your circle. Okay, so there we have it. And now we are going to chain 1, which doesn't count as a stitch, it's just a turning chain. So you chain 1, and we are going to get into this very first stitch with a single crochet. So you just find your way in there, work a single crochet just like that, and then you are going to work another single crochet into that very same stitch. So you will get into the next stitch as well and work a single crochet. I'm just working this yarn end underneath my row so that, you know, I can lose it there. Get into the next stitch and work 2 single crochets once again. So you're just going to work 2 single crochets into every stitch all the way until the end of the row. And on this row you should end up with 18 stitches. So work 2 single crochets into every stitch until you have all 18 stitches. Then I'm going to get back and then show you what to do. Once you have all 18 stitches, you are now going to get into the very first stitch and work a slip stitch. So you get in there, work a slip stitch to close off your row. Now I'm going to cut off this yarn and get another yarn color that I'm going to use to work my the petals of my flower with. Here we are. I have finished cutting off my my yarn ends. So what I'm going to do to start my flower petals, I am going to chain 8. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we have 6, 7, and then 8. Okay, now I am going to get into the second chain stitch from the hook right there and insert my hook, pull through a loop. Okay, now I have 2 loops on my hook. Get into the next chain stitch, insert my hook, pull through a loop. I have 3 loops. Get into the next stitch, pull through a loop. I have 4 loops now. Get into that next stitch, pull through a loop. 5 loops now. Okay, get into the next stitch, pull through a loop. 6 loops now. Into that next stitch you pull through a loop. 7 loops now. into that very last stitch, you pull through a loop, 8 loops now, and I'm going to get into that very first stitch on my round thing that I made and pull through a loop. Now when I yarn over, I'm going to pull through 2 loops, and I will yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Okay, now that makes 2 stitches. I'll yarn over, pull through 2 loops, that makes 3 stitches. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, that makes 4 stitches. Okay, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, that makes 5 stitches. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, that makes 6 stitches. 7 and 8. Now it is 8 at the start, but my intention is to have 7. Okay, so here when we yarn over, when we have all these stitches complete, you're going to look at those little yarn strokes right there, because they're the ones in which I'm going to be working my next row. Okay, those little yarn strokes that you see. So I will skip the first one. After chaining 1, you skip the first one, get into that next yarn stroke right there, and insert your hook and pull through a loop like that. Get into the next yarn stroke right there, insert your hook, pull through a loop. Okay, those are now 3 loops on my hook. Get into the next yarn stroke, insert your hook, pull through a loop. Those are 4 loops on my hook. Get into the next yarn stroke, pull through a loop. Those are 5 loops on my hook. Get into that next yarn stroke, pull through a loop. Those are 6 loops on my hook. Get into that next yarn stroke, pull through a loop. 7 loops. Okay, now that I have 7, I'm not going to work into that. Instead, I am going to get into the next stitch on my round piece and insert my hook and pull through a loop like that. Okay, now when I yarn over, I'm going to pull through 2 loops just like that. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Okay, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, that makes 3 stitches. Okay, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, that makes 4 stitches. Okay, and then you yarn over, pull through 2 loops, that makes 5 stitches. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, that makes 6 stitches. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, that makes 7 stitches. Okay, like I said, my intention was to have 7, so now we have 7 stitches. So we chain 1, and once we chain 1, once again we are going to skip the very first one and get into that second stroke right there and insert our hook, pull through a loop. Get into the next stroke, pull through a loop just like that. We have 3 loops now. Get into that next stroke, pull through a loop. I have tried to zoom in so you guys can see where my strokes are being inserted into, and then we insert our hook in there, pull through a loop. How many loops do I have? I have 6 loops on my hook. Okay, so now we get into the final loop, the final stroke, which is that very last right there, that one right there. So this time we are going to work into it. Okay, we get in there and insert our hook, pull through a loop. Now once again into that very same stitch on my round circle, I will insert my hook and pull through a loop. Okay, so now I have all the loops I need for this, and I'm going to yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Okay, yarn over, pull through 2, that makes 2 stitches. Yarn over, pull through 2, that makes 3 stitches. Okay, yarn over, pull through 2, that makes 4 stitches. Yarn over, pull through 2, that makes 5 stitches. Yarn over, pull through 2, that makes 6 stitches. Yarn over, pull through 2, that makes 7 stitches. So this is how our work looks like so far. All right, so now here what we are going to do is we chain 1. Like I said, you skip that very first stroke, you get into that second stroke right there. So you insert your hook and pull through a loop. insert your hook into the next stroke and pull through a loop, insert your hook into that next stroke, pull through a loop, insert your hook into that next stroke and pull through a loop, insert your hook into the next stroke and pull through a loop. So you just keep doing this. Now we get into that very last stroke right there, we pull through a loop, and now we are getting into the next stitch, which is the third stitch on our round piece, and we pull through a loop. And once we have that, we yarn over, pull through 2 loops, 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 and you do that until you have 1 loop on your hook. So we have that now, okay, right there. Okay, so now what we do here is we are going to chain 1, and we are going to get into that second stroke right there and work a slip stitch. Okay, we get into the next stroke and work a slip stitch. So we are just going to keep working 1 slip stitch into every stroke. Right there, you work a slip stitch, work a slip stitch into the next. Make sure there are 7 in total. Work a slip stitch into that next one. And then lastly, you work a slip stitch into that one right there. Now, at this point, you are going to work a slip stitch into that very same stitch right there on the round piece. So you work your slip stitch. So this is the end of our very first petal, and this is how it looks like. Now, to work our second petal, what we do is we get into the next stitch right there and work a slip stitch. You see that? Now here we start all over again. We work 8 chains, just like we started with the very first petal. So I'm going to work the second petal with you guys, and then I'll let you work the rest of the petals on your own. So once you have all 8 chains, what you will do, you will get into the second chain stitch from the hook and pull through a loop. Get into that next stitch and pull through a loop. So you just keep pulling through a loop, pulling a loop through every stitch all the way down. Okay, so you pull through your loop and pull through your loop. All right, pull through your loop, pull through your loop, and lastly get into that very same stitch, guys, that very same stitch right there, and insert your hook, pull through a loop. So when you start to yarn over, you yarn over and pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through 2. So you repeat this, yarning over, pulling through 2 until you have one loop on your hook. Okay, keep pulling through 2 until you have 1 loop on your hook. Okay, see that? Now here we chain 1 and get into that second stroke right there and insert your hook, pull through a loop, get into the next, pull through a loop, pull through a loop in the next, and you do this all the way. So I'm going to show you once again something I did intentionally. So when you get here, you see that stroke is what you insert your hook into. Now you don't insert your hook into that right there, no. Instead you get into the next stitch on the round piece and pull through a loop like that. Then yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and you do that until you have 1 loop on your hook. Okay, until you have 1 loop on your hook. So here we are 2 rows we have worked 2 rows on our second petal. So we chain 1, get into that second stroke, pull through a loop, and you just continuously keep pulling through loops until you come to the end of it. So on this row we pull through all loops. Okay, so even in that we pull it through, and then we insert our hook into that very same stitch, okay, that we previously worked into, then pull through a loop. Okay, now you yarn over, pull through 2. I think this is the best part, like I just keep, you know. So you yarn over, pull through 2, and you just keep yarning over, pulling through 2 until you have 1 loop on your hook. So I think we have like about 2 rows left to end our second petal. And what we do here is we chain 1. So here we chain 1 and get into that next stroke. We pull through a loop, and we just continue pulling through each stroke all the way until down. So just continue. And when you get here, you also pull through a loop in that. Then now we get into the next stitch, okay, and insert our hook and pull through a loop, then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So every petal is taking about 3 stitches on our round piece. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And there we have it. So to end our row or our petal, we are going to chain 1, get into the second stroke and work a slip stitch. All right. So you work a slip stitch into that next one as well. And here you're just going to continue working a slip stitch into every stroke. So even in that, you work your slip stitch, then you work a slip stitch into that very same stitch right there that we previously worked into. Okay, so this is how your 2 petals look like. Now to start the 3rd petal, you'll work a slip stitch into the next stitch. Okay, so this is how these 2 petals have come out. Now you're just going to follow exactly what we have done for these 2 petals, and you go all the way around, okay, working your petals until you come to the end of it. I personally ended up with 5 petals, and this is how my flower came out. So I hope you make yours to the finish and it turns out like this. Thank you so much for watching. Let me see you all in my next tutorial where I apply this flower onto a bucket hat.